Okay, I am now joined by T1's very own Food, and Food, it's good to have you here, my man. You guys had quite the final game out of your group there, having to deal with Envy. How was that? Because I know like that team's been improving rapidly, and they gave you guys a close matchup.
Yeah. So, well, what comes to mind for that match was definitely the comeback they almost had on Ascent. We started off, or we ended our defense half at like 10-2, right? And then
yes, 10-2. Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't. Well, I didn't feel like there was gonna be an issue, but it actually surprised us because they won pistol, and then they strung a lot of rounds because I died to Mummy a lot at the start of the round, and so yeah, it kind of made it pretty hard for my team. But yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean, as what would be expected from a team that's only been improving, but obviously you guys were able to come out on top, and you guys dominated your group pretty handily. That said, one thing that I think a lot of people were really shocked with was the end result of T1 Nursery Gamers when you guys fell to TSM in the finals. And one of the more notable moments there was the Ascent game. Kind of just the way things fell apart almost at the end there, and it was a little surprising to see what learnings did the team have, because I know you guys haven't participated in events since then, but you know, like, what learnings did you guys have? I mean, you guys lost 13-9 in Ascent, you lost 13-4 on Haven, so clearly there's been some workarounds here. What have you guys been changing up to improve upon for PAX Arena?
So yeah, after that game, well, seeing TSM run a Sageless comp, like, it kind of sparked some ideas with us. But to be honest, we were like kind of thinking like before that, was Sage like actually someone we want to always run? And then that match like kind of confirmed it for us that yeah, it's like Sage might not be something but that we want to run all the time. So yeah, there's that, and then we also introduced Phoenix, obviously. Before we didn't feel like Phoenix was that great, to be honest, but after thinking about it, like after his buffs, his molly does a lot of damage now. I think just as much as a Brim's molly. Also, there's also no counters for mollies right now, so there's that. And then also his entry fragging power is just too good. His ult is probably, I would say, the most versatile ult in the game right now, considering it's only 6 orbs now, and Brim's ult was moved to 7 orbs. Yeah, so yeah, just stuff like that. And we also took Skadoodle off Sage, obviously, just like free him up a little bit, and yeah.
I noticed that you're allowing Scott to just run around more with the Sova, which is great for his agent and the way that he wants to play. You also mentioned Phoenix and bringing Phoenix into the composition. What is the, I guess, now that you guys have done it, you guys are changing it off. You got you running the Phoenix, and then Brax is also running the Phoenix. Is that because of just they need you on the Brim for bind?
Yeah, pretty much. If there's gonna be a Brim on our team, it's probably gonna be me, because I'm the only one on the team who's okay with Brim, or like comfortable with Brim. So yeah, there's that. And also Brax also plays Phoenix on other maps as well, because originally I was supposed to play Phoenix, but then we just felt like Jet was too good to not have, so it ended up being I'm playing Jet on some I'm playing Jet on some maps, and Phoenix on others. Yeah.
So you're wearing a lot of hats on this team, man. It's kind of crazy. You're playing different roles too, because playing a Brim versus playing a Jet and a Phoenix are completely different ways to approach the game. Is that kind of messing with your mental at all, or are you good?
No, I think I'm fine with it, because that's always been like my kind of thing. I always like to be kind of good at everything, so I never have an issue in case there's like a patch that like it's not good for like a Jet or whatever. Like, you don't want to be caught on one agent and all of a sudden a patch hits and you don't know what to do.
Yeah, and then you're out.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not. It's okay with me. I always want to be like that kind of guy who can kind of do everything.
Fair.
So yeah.
Do you think you guys can win the whole thing?
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah.
Oh wow, the tone has changed. I'm just messing around with you, brother. Thank you so much, Food. It's a pleasure to have you here. And best of luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
I've always loved the T1 guys. You guys always seem to kick a lot of butt. So have a good one.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.